All right, so for the rest of this week, what we're really just going to be doing is going over what we already did. One thing I just want to point out is that when people get this wrong, it's because they're typing it into their calculator wrong. Like, you want to put this whole thing into your calculator. You don't just want to do like this piece and then this piece. Just type this into your calculator exactly like it is. When you're trying to find an angle, do it like I did. Figure out the whole top, and then figure out the whole bottom, and then do inverse cosine of that whole fraction. If you try to take shortcuts, that's where people are getting the wrong answer. So what I'm going to do is, let's take a look at a couple more problems today. I'll do one of each, where 3 sides and 1 angle, and then I'll give you some homework. So let's take a look at what's going on here. So today is the 1st. Just be careful for any April Fool stirs. Sections 5-7, we're going to be talking about the law of cosines again. And remember, we use law of cosines to get into the law of sines. All right, so let's take a look at a couple problems here. One problem says, what if A is 1.5, B is 2.3, and C is 1.9? We'll draw a triangle and then we'll find all the missing sides. All right. And remember, the way that we want to do this is we always find the largest angle first. So I'm going to go ahead and find angle B, because B is the largest side, so it should have the largest angle. The way I figure out angle B is I do the cosine of angle B is equal to A squared plus B squared minus C squared over 2AB. Actually, sorry, that's the wrong formula. To get the cosine of B, the formula sorry guys, it's A squared plus C squared minus B squared over 2AC. That's my mistake. So it's going to be 1.5 squared plus 1.9 squared minus 2.3 squared, all divided by 2 times 1.5 times 1.9. And if you do this, let's see what we get. 1.5 squared plus 1.9 squared minus 2.3 squared. This is going to be 0.57 divided by 2 times 1.5 times 1.9. On the bottom, it's going to be 5.7. So we want to get angle B. So if we take the inverse cosine of both sides, we get that angle B is inverse cosine of 0.57 divided by 5.7. My calculator is telling me it's 84.3 degrees. So now we have a full fraction. We have B over the sine of angle B. And let's find angle A. Now in the end, we have to check our answers to make sure the largest side is opposite the largest angle and the smallest side is opposite the smallest angle. If that doesn't happen, instead of finding angle A right now, we'd find angle C. We just have to go back and try something else. So 1.5 times the sine of 84.3 divided by 2.3 My calculator's telling me that's 0.648 whatever. At this point, we take the inverse sine of both sides. And if we do that, inverse sine of that answer is 40.5 degrees. And if we do 180 minus A and minus B, comes out to 55.2 degrees. All right, so let's see, largest angle, largest side, smallest angle, smallest side. All right, so that's that one. Now let's do one where it gives you two sides and an angle between them. Let's try this one, where angle A is 52 degrees, side B is 120, and side C is 160. Okay. So we have one angle, we have angle A, and it'd be nice if we could find side A. Because that's the only angle we have, we're going to use the only formula with angle A in it. It says A squared is equal to B squared plus C squared minus 2BC cosine of angle A. So A squared would equal 120 squared plus 160 squared minus 2 times 120 times 160 times the cosine of 52. So I'm going to type that into my calculator exactly like the way it looks. 120 squared plus 160 squared minus 2 times 120 times 160 times the cosine of 52. And this is 1635859 whatever. I'm not going to round that. I'm just going to type it into my calculator. Square root of second negative sign to take the square root of the answer I just got, and I get 127.9. All right, so now we have side A, we have angle A. We just need to find one of the other angles. So I'll go for angle B. It doesn't matter which one you do. In the end, if the largest side and the largest angle, smallest side, smallest angle, if they don't match up, at this point, instead of finding angle B, I'd just go back and I'd find angle C instead. So I'm going to cross multiply 120 times the sine of 52, and I'm going to divide by 127.9. This is coming out to 0.739 whatever. At this point, we take the inverse sine of both sides. And we get angle B is 47.7 degrees. So if we do 180 minus A and minus B, let's see what that is. 180 minus 52 minus 47.7. The calculator is telling me it's 80.3 degrees. All right, so largest angle, largest side, smallest angle, smallest side. So everything worked out fine here. For homework, what I would like you to do, I would like you to please do practice 5-7, the evens, all the evens from 2 to 10 even. All right, please have that done for tomorrow. Thanks for joining me. If you like this video, like and subscribe. Leave a comment below. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.